Hey guys, it's Micah. I'm back with a new video, and today I'm going to explain to you guys how I got from this to this and lost a total of 100 pounds overall. So let's go ahead and get started. Firstly, I decided to lose weight because of health and fashion reasons. I know that sounds crazy, but I'll explain later. But for the health reasons, when I was younger and I went to the doctor, they noticed that I had like dark lines on the back of my neck. And apparently when you have those dark lines, those are the beginning stages for developing diabetes. And you can search that online. I'm sure everyone knows what diabetes are. But that's just, having a bad diet, eating too much sugar, not moving around enough. So I had those beginning stages for developing diabetes as a teenager, which was terrible. And there was no telling how close I was to being diagnosed with it, or it could have been 20 years down the line, or it could have been 1 year down the line. There was just no telling how close I was to being diagnosed with diabetes. So I just decided I need to just change my habits, my eating habits, and like my movement and all of that. I was a very sedentary person, didn't do much, just sat around all the time and just watched TV, went to class, and just lived my life, but did nothing health-wise, like regarding what I ate or my movement. I just did nothing. And next was my asthma. Since I sat around and did nothing and put on all that weight, I had terrible asthma, and pollen season was just a terrible time. I haven't experienced pollen season yet since I've lost over 100 pounds, but I assume pollen season will be a lot better now since my breathing has improved so much. Pollen season, even last year, was terrible when I was weighing around 290 pounds. It was just a terrible time because walking outside and just taking a couple of steps, I'd start breathing hard because the pollen would affect my lungs so bad, and then I was already out of shape and overweight, so it was just two terrible things combined into one, and I just knew that I needed to make a change. And the final reason that I decided I needed to lose weight was like the fashion reason that I spoke about earlier. And it was just because I didn't like the way clothes fit on me, really. And when I was overweight, it's not like I was just frumpy and wearing whatever I could find. I mean, I'd wear stylish clothes and care about how I looked. It's just that I knew the look wasn't as good as it could have been since I wasn't the size that I really wanted to be. It's just that I knew a lot of the clothes that I wore would look a lot better on me if I was just slender and slim and just had that figure that I always see the clothes on. Like when you search pictures online, you aren't going to see the clothes on someone that's plus size. You're going to see it on someone that's slim. And so when you are plus size and put on those clothes, it doesn't turn out the way that you expected. And it just doesn't look right to you. Well, it didn't look right to me, at least. So I just knew that I had to get that slim figure and just that look to achieve the way that I really wanted to look and, just appear in my clothes. So the first step that I took to really change my look and my movement and all that was my diet. And I was never really one to try fad diets, and I know there's tons of diets spoken about on social media and on TV and all that stuff, but the keto diet was one that really worked for me. And it was mainly because I didn't know what keto was until Kourtney Kardashian was speaking about it on Poosh and her social media and all that, and she'd do keto for like 2 months out of the year or however often. And so I searched the diet and did my research and all of that, and I decided that keto would probably be a good diet for me because the diet really prevented me from overindulging and really indulging at all into all the foods that I would eat constantly, such as the rice, the bread, the pastas, and all those different foods. As someone at my weight and having developed some of the beginning stages of diabetes, I just knew that those foods would not be the best for me to be eating, since I was on my way to developing diabetes, and there's no telling if I would have heart disease or whatever else, have a heart attack, because just eating all those bad foods over time, it does affect your body. So but yeah, keto was the diet that I needed to do. And since I cut out a lot of those foods that were so unhealthy for someone in my weight, I had no choice but to turn to vegetables to actually keep me full. And when I found out that vegetables and combining that with like a protein such as chicken, salmon, whatever it may be, I found that I would actually stay full longer than when I would eat those rices and pasta and breads, whatever else, and just eating those heavier foods would have me feeling sluggish afterward and just made me feel like I needed to sleep it off and wake up and feel better. And after eating vegetables and some type of meat or whatever, I would actually be energetic and, you know, just feel a whole of a lot better. And also I found out that when I started eating better and drinking a lot more water, my skin started to clear up. I didn't develop any more acne or pimples, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I just started eating better. And then after I changed my entire diet, I started working out, which expedited the process even more. And before I go into my workouts, if you want to see what I was eating when I first started my weight loss journey, I posted some videos many months ago of the different meals that I ate, so you can go look at that. But yeah, about the workouts, I had a very rigorous workout regimen. I still follow that workout regimen. I work out 7 days a week, twice a week. In the mornings, I do like just really cardio, well at nights too, but in the mornings I'd walk and run for 3.5 miles and then come back home. I'd jump rope and then do like some high knees, squats, burpees, all that different like HIIT exercises. And then at night will be when I do the weightlifting, the lunges, and I jump rope even more, just because at the beginning I just really focused on cardio because I want to shred some of that fat before I just focused on toning and building muscle. And when I combined both the keto dieting and the rigorous workout regimen, I began to lose like 20 pounds a month. I know that's a lot, and it was extremely astonishing to see the weight just constantly falling off and seeing the number on the scale constantly dropping. And I wasn't worried that it was like, you know, an unhealthy amount of weight to lose in such a short period of time, because I've seen other people do it and they say it's normal. And I read that like doctors and different nutritionists recommend you lose like 1 to 2 pounds a week, just because it would take you a lot longer to lose the weight, and that would just lead you to developing, you know, more of a lifestyle. But I feel like in this short period amount of time, I developed my own lifestyle changes, and losing 1 to 2 pounds a week would have driven me crazy. But anyway, at the beginning, in August when I started working out, I was weighing around 290 pounds, like I said. And by December, I was weighing around 210 pounds. And the whole month of December, I didn't lose any weight because I kept working out, but I didn't diet much since it was the holiday time and, you know, Christmas or New Year's, and then Thanksgiving had just passed. So I wasn't really focused on my diet, but I kept working out. So when the new year came, I started, you know, focusing on the diet again. And here we are at the beginning of February, and now I weigh 187 pounds. So that's a lot of weight that I've lost over time, and I'm extremely excited to have done it all. And this was very long and hard. Well, not hard, but you just really have to be consistent. That's the main thing. I mean, that's how you're going to achieve anything in life, by being consistent with it. And I was consistent with the dieting and the exercise, and here I am at 187 pounds, and I really don't think I'm going to be finished until my stomach is flat, really, and I have like a six-pack and my body looks the way I want it to look. And I think I'd get that way around 165 pounds. I'm really not sure of a specific number, like the number weight that I want to be. I just know how I want to look, but I think I'll be that way in another 15 to 20 pounds or so. But yeah, that was a lot of weight to lose in this short period of time, which is about 6 months or so. And it's not really hard to do. As long as you just get started with it and stick with it, it really just becomes your lifestyle. Like I tell other people, working out to me now is just like taking a shower, brushing my teeth. You know, it's just something normal. It's not something I hate doing, not something I love doing. It's just something that I do. It's just part of my life now. Since I've continued on with the working out and dieting and stuff, I believe I've thrown away all the possibilities of developing diabetes or heart disease in the future, and I don't plan on going back to eating, you know, crazy like how I was. But when I do lose all the weight that I want to lose, I will here and there, you know, have those different meals that, you know, go off track of the diet. And I won't follow the diet as rigorously as I am now, but yeah, I feel like when I get down, I will be able to enjoy those certain meals. And I see people now, they say you could have, you know, the meals here and there as long as you're in a calorie deficit. But I find that when I do have a meal that's full of salt or full of carbs, and that next day I would put on maybe 2 pounds or 3 pounds, and I know it's all water weight, but I just don't want to see the number on the scale go up, so that's probably why they say weigh yourself once a week. But I weigh myself every day just so I could keep track of how I'm doing and the progress that I'm making. But yeah, I just decided to stick rigorously with the diet instead of veering off and, you know, having those fun meals here and there. And not really fun, just those meals that I haven't had in a while here and there. And like I said, it's really just a lifestyle now, and it's just something normal to me. I really don't miss out on having the fried food. When I look at, you know, different meals on TV, I tell people that I eat through those people on TV since I'm not eating those meals that they're having. And I know it seems like a daunting task, losing all this weight, and it really wasn't. And like I said, once you get in the groove of it and get it started, it'll just become a lifestyle to you after a while. And I hope I serve as some form of encouragement or inspiration to you guys that are in the middle of your weight loss journey or want to get started with it. You know, it's never too late to get started. I started mine in August. You can start yours tomorrow, next Monday, next month. I mean, it's never too late to get started. You can start yours now if you want to. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about how I lost 100 pounds in under 6 months. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.